शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ सिन्दूरारुणविग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरत्तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीमापीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यां मलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम्। ॐ ध्यायेन्नित्यं महेशं रजतगिरिनिभं चारुचन्द्रावतंसं रत्नाकल्पोज्ज्वलांगं परशुमृगवराभीतिहस्तं प्रसन्नं पद्मासीनं समन्तात् स्तुतममरगणैः व्याघ्रकृत्तिं वसानं विश्वाद्यं विश्वबीजं निखिलभयहरं पञ्चवक्त्रं त्रिनेत्रम्। ॐ नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्।
धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामका पाण्डवाश्चैव किम कुर्वत सञ्जय। श्रीभगवानुवाच क्लैप्यमास्मकमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वयुपपद्यते क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्त्वोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप। अर्जुनोवाच किं तत् ब्रह्म किमध्यात्मं किं कर्म पुरुषोत्तम अधिभूतं च किं प्रोक्तम् अधिदैवं किमुच्यते। श्रीभगवानुवाच अक्षरं ब्रह्म परमं स्वभावोऽध्यात्ममुच्यते भूतभावोद्भवकरो विसर्गः कर्म संज्ञितः। अर्जुनोवाच अधियज्ञः कथं कोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः। श्रीभगवानुवाच अधिभूतं क्षरो भावः पुरुषश्चाधिदैवतम् अधियज्ञोऽहमेवात्र देहे देहभृतां वर अन्तकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरम् यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्त्यत्र संशयः। यं यं वापि स्मरन् भावं त्यजत्यन्ते कलेवरं तं तमेवैति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भावभावितः अभ्यासयोगयुक्तेन चेतसा नान्यकामिना परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं याति पार्थानुचिन्तयन् प्रयाणकाले मनसाचलेन भक्त्या युक्तो योगबलेन चैव भ्रुवोर्मध्ये प्राणमवेश्य सम्यक् स तं परं पुरुषमुपैति दिव्यम् सर्वद्वाराणि संयम्य मनोहृदि निरुध्य च मूर्धन्याधायात्मनः प्राणम् आस्थितो योगधारणम् मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयम् अशाश्वतम् नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः संसिद्धिं परमां गताः अग्निर्ज्योतिरः शुक्लः षण्मासा उत्तरायणम् तत्र प्रयाता गच्छन्ति ब्रह्मविदो जनाः धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्णः षण्मासा दक्षिणायनम् तत्र चान्द्रमसं ज्योतिः योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते शुक्लकृष्णे गतीयेते जगतः शाश्वते मते एकया यात्यनावृत्तिम् अनन्या वर्तते पुनः नैते स्मृति पार्थ जानन् योगी मुह्यति कश्चन तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु योगयुक्तो भवार्जुन वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दानेषु यत्पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानमुपैति चाद्यम् इदं तु ते गुह्यतमं प्रवक्ष्याम्यनसूयवे ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे शुभात् राजविद्या राजगुह्यं पवित्रमिदमुत्तमम् प्रत्यक्षावगमं धर्म्यं सुसुखं कर्तुमव्ययम् अश्रद्धानाः पुरुषा धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते मृत्युसंसारवर्त्मनि सर्वभूतानि कौन्तेय प्रकृतिं यान्ति मामिकाम् कल्पक्षये पुनस्तानि कल्पादौ विसृजाम्यहम् न च मां तानि कर्माणि निबन्धन्ति धनञ्जय उदासीनवदासीनम् असक्तं तेषु कर्मसु अवजानन्ति मां मूढा मानुषीं तनुमाश्रितम् परं भावम् अजानन्तो मम भूतमहेश्वरम् महात्मानस्तु मां पार्थ दैवीं प्रकृतिमाश्रिताः भजन्त्यनन्यमनसो ज्ञात्वा भूतादिमव्ययम् अहं क्रतुरहं यज्ञः स्वधाहमहमौषधम् मन्त्रोऽहं हमेवाज्यम् अहम् अग्निरहं हुतम् पिताहमस्य जगतो माता धाता पितामहः वेद्यं पवित्रम् ओंकार ऋक्साम यजुरेव च गतिर्भर्ता प्रभु साक्षी निवासः शरणं सुहृत् प्रभवः प्रलयः स्थानं निधानं बीजमव्ययम् अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो मां ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम् येऽप्यन्यदेवता भक्ता यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विताः तेऽपि मामेव कौन्तेय यजन्त्य विधिपूर्वकम् अहं हि सर्वयज्ञानां भोक्ता च प्रभुरेव च न तु मामभिजानन्ति तत्त्वेनातश्च्यवन्ति ते समोऽहं सर्वभूतेषु नामे द्वेष्योऽस्ति न प्रियः ये भजन्ति तु मां भक्त्या मयि ते तेषु चाप्यहम् अपि चेत् सुदाचारो भजते माम्यनन्यभाक् साधुरेव समन्तव्यः सम्यग् व्यवसितो हि सः क्षिप्रं भवति धर्मात्रा शश्वच्छान्तिं निगच्छति कौन्तेय प्रतिजानीहि न मे भक्तः प्रणश्यति मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मद्याजी मां नमस्कुरु मामे वैश्यसि युक्तैत्वम् आत्मानं मत्परायणः.
Very nice, thank you. Number 16, we should start.
21.
21.
We were on 20.
We finished 20.
Acha. One small correction in 21, the last word is pushkalabhihi. Pushkalabhihi. In case it is, we written with a sh in white printing it is. So, acha. So let us read 20 again and then continue from there. Whoever read 20 last time can read again.
It was me.
Please.
द्वावा पृथ्व्योरिदमन्तरं हि व्याप्तं त्वेकेन दिशश्व सर्वः दृष्टवाद्यं भूतं रूपमिदं त्वाग्रो ग्रहं लोकत्रं प्रवध्यं महात्मन्.
ध्यावा पृथिव्यो हो इदम अंतरम हि व्याप्तम त्वया एकेन दिशश्च सर्वाः दृष्ट्वा अद्भुतं रूपम इदम तु अग्रम लोकत्रयं प्रव्यथितं महात्मन्. You have the translation. Indeed, the space between the firmament and the earth has been pervaded solely by you, as also all points of space. Having seen Drishtva Adbhutam, this wonderful, Rupam Idam, this form, Rashvit, Tava Ugram, this menacing form of yours. Lokatrayam, 3 words, Pravyathitam Mahatman, are overwhelmed. O great magnanimous being. Atha aduna pura yadva jayema yadi va no jayejuhu 2:6 iti arjunasya yah samshayah asit tannirnayaya pandava vijayam ekontikam darshayami iti pravrittah Bhagavan tam pashyan aha. Now, in order to resolve Arjuna's earlier doubt, whether we shall conquer or they will conquer us, Bhagavad Gita 261, the Lord wishes to reveal the decisive victory of the Pandavas. Seeing him thus engaged, Arjuna says, Kimcha, please. 21.
जी. अमीहि त्वां सुरसङ्घा विशन्ति केचिद्भीताः प्राञ्जलयो गृह्णन्ति स्वस्ति तुक्त्वा महर्षिसिद्धसङ्घाः स्तुवन्ति त्वां स्तुतिभिः पुष्कलाभिः.
Very nice. The first word you had, what do you have in your writing?
Ami.
Amiha. It's a plural form of the pronoun Adaha, I think. Is that right, Tracy?
Yes, Dr. Shankar, I think that's the Bahuvachan.
Right. Amiyati. These, he, verily, these hosts of gods enter into you. Sura Sangha. Suras are the Suralok, gods, devas. Vishanti. Verily, these hosts of gods enter into you. Kechid bhitaha Pranjalayo grinanti. Some frightened and some with Anjali, folded hands. Swasti iti uktva. Let there be good, let there be prosperity. Swasti iti uktva. Maharishi, great rishis. Siddhi Sangaha, and perfected souls. Eminent seers and perfected souls. Stuvanti, praising. Tvam, extolling you. Stuti bihi, with hymns. Stuvanti is the verb form of stuti. Stuti bihi, instrumental. Hymns. Pushkalabhi, rich in contents. Tvam, anye palayane api ashaktaha santah. युद्धे प्रत्युपस्थिते उत्पात आदि निमित्तानि उपलक्ष्य स्वस्ति अस्तु जगतः इति उक्त्वा महर्षि सिद्ध संघाः महर्षीणां सिद्धानां च संघाः स्तुवन्ति त्वां स्तुतिभिः पुष्कलाभिः संपूर्णाभिः, complete in all respects, rich in content and complete. Vasus and other celestials who have taken human form and are now fighting in order to lessen the earth's burden enter into you. Ami iti, ami hi युध्यमानाः ये योद्धारः त्वां सुरसंघा ये अत्र भूभारवताराय अवतीर्णाः वस्वादि देवसंघाः. So the Vasus, Manushya Samsthanaः, who have taken human form, te tvam vishanti, they are entering into you, etc. Kimcha anyat, besides. 22, please.
One question.
Yeah.
What does Sangha mean here?
Sangha is the host, the whole group. Buddhists also have Sangha, no? Collections. People of people.
Rudraditya vasavo ye cha sadhya vishveshvino marutaschoshma pascha gandharva yakshasura siddha sangha vikshante tvam vismitaschaiva sarve.
Very nice. Nicely read. Thank you. Rudra Aditya Vasavaha. So Vasarudra Aditya. Vasarudra Aditya Swarupanam. They are your Pitras. They have come in the form of Vasu, Rudra and Aditya to nourish, give you some Rudra effect for the Yati, and then to beckon you away from the earthly plane. Rudradityaha, that is Iti. Vasavaha, in plural Vasus. Rudras, Adityas, Vasus. Cha Sadhya. Sadhyas are a class of gods. Vishve Ashvinao, Vishve Devaha. Vishve Devas are also, there is a Vishve Deva sacrifice that is done every day for Agnihotris, and it is part of the daily practice actually. Ashvinao, the two Ashwins, Marutascha, and the Maruts, Ushmapaha, they are actually the Ushmapa literally means the eater of steam, but it refers here to the ancestors, to the Pitras. Ushmapascha Pitaraha. Gandharva. Gandharvas are a class of celestial beings associated with song and dance and the arts. Yaksha. Yakshas are also celestial beings, Kubera being their head. Yaksha. And Asuras, the enemies of the gods. Siddha Sangha and perfected souls. Vikshante, they gaze at you, Tvam. Vismitaschaiva sarve, and they are amazed. So essentially, the import of this is that a long way of saying that everything is within you. So not only what we see in the earthly plane, but what are seen in all the other worlds, they are all coming only from the Lord and re-enter into the Lord, and the Lord is within you too. This is a simple gist of it. So रुद्रादित्याः इति रुद्रादित्या वसवो ये च साध्याः रुद्रादयः गणाः विश्वे देवाः अश्विनौ च देवौ मरुतश्च उष्मपाश्च पितरः गन्धर्व यक्ष असुर सिद्धसङ्घाः गन्धर्वाः हा हा हू हू प्रभृतयः. You know this ha ha and hoo hoo. Even when Hanuman went to pick up the Sanjeevani, he had to encounter them.
Gandharva king, right? Ha ha
Huh?
hoo.
Ha ha and hoo hoo, yes.
Hoo ha 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 or ha ha hoo hoo?
Ha ha hoo hoo. It says here. Prabhritayah. Yakshaha Kubera Prabhritayah. Yakshas are Kubera and so forth. Then Asuraha Virochana Prabhritayah. Virochana descended from Lord Prahlad. Also, there is a famous story of Indra and Virochana. Siddhaha Kapiladayah. Who are the Siddhas such as Sage Kapila and others? These hosts all gaze at you. Vismayam apannaha santah te eva sarve. They are looking at you. Yasmat for 23, please.
रूपं महत्ते बहुवक्त्र नेत्रं महाबाहो बहुबाहुरुपादं बहुदरं बहुदंष्ट्रकरालं दृष्ट्वा लोकाः प्रव्यथितास्तथाहम्.
Very nice. Why are they gazing in amazement and wonderment? Seeing your immense form with its many mouths. Bahuvaktra, Netram, eyes. Mighty armed, Mahabahu. Bahubahu, many arms. Bahu, Uru, thighs. Bahu, Uru, Padam. Bahubahu, Rupadam. Arms, thighs, and feet. Bahudaram, many stomachs. Bahudaram. Bahudamshtra, terrifying because of many tusks. Damshtra Karalam. Drishtva, having seen. Lokaha, the very worlds. Pravyathita, statha aham. The worlds are consternated, as am I. So am I. Okay, not much to explain there. Tatra idam karanam. Here is the reason for it. 24, please.
नभः स्पृशं दीप्तमनेकवर्णं व्यात्ताननं दीप्तविशालनेत्रं दृष्ट्वा हि त्वां प्रव्यथितान्तरात्मा धृतिं न विन्दामि शमं च विष्णो.
Nabha sprisham. Nabha is verily top of the sky, right? Touching the sky. Deeptam aneka varnam, blazing with many colors. Vyattananam, deepta vishalanitram, with very big eyes. Vishalanitram. Vyattananam, open mouths. Drishtva, having seen. Hi tvam, verily you. Pravyathitantaratma, my inner self is deeply troubled. But that's his mind. Dhritim cha vindami shamam cha Vishnu. I am not finding. Na dhritim vindami. I don't find sort of stability, the inner calm. Shamam cha Vishnu. I find neither courage nor inner calm. Of course, he cannot say Antaratma. His Antaratma is Vishnu himself. He is deluded. So, he's seeing the true self. The mind gets, that's what I was telling you. When the mind embarks on some trip without Shraddha, just like when you turn up the stereo amplifier and the input tape has got some scratch, some noise, that is just going to become exploded manifold. So whatever latent fears are in you can easily be amplified. Right? So these are all the play of the mind is getting amplified even in Arjuna. And he is terrified. Right? So, why? Kasmat. So, 25.
दंष्ट्राकरालानि च ते मुखानि दृष्ट्वैव कालानलसन्निभानि दिशो न जाने न लभे च शर्म प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास.
On just seeing your mouths terrifying due to tusks, damshtra karalani cha te mukhani, drishtva eva, just seeing, kala anala sannibhani. Kala is time, anala is fire, like the all-consuming fire of time. Because time consumes everything. Just like fire consumes the firewood, time consumes everything. There is one very famous verse by Bhartrari that goes, Tapona taptam vayameva taptaha, kalona yato vayameva yata. It is, we did a lot of austerity, but the austerity didn't get finished. We got finished. We were tapta. Kalo, the time did not get over. We got over. Vayameva yata. Right? Time cannot be exhausted by anybody. So, disho na jane, I don't find my directions. Na labhe cha sharma, I can't find peace. Prasida devesha, O Lord, be gracious. Jagannivasa, O abode of the worlds, be gracious. So essentially the direct experience of the Lord is deeply humbling. Because when the finite confronts the infinite, what will happen? As I told you, even if you go to a tall mountain or you see something very large, that's very humbling. Right? If you see the images from some Hubble telescope, and then you think of, oh, this image itself, it would have taken so long, so much distance it has traveled to come to us, right? Those concepts humble us. But then when you think, oh, but this is only a small part of one galaxy, there are so many galaxies. Right? So even thinking about fairly mundane things like that, we can feel humbled. But what if one directly confronts all of that in an instant? Right? So then definitely he's not able to find any peace. So then, 26 please. Yebhyah mama parajaya shanka ya asit sacha apagata yataha. And all those children of Dhritarashtra at whose hands I had a fear of defeat, a fear that has now gone. See, this is the point. See, even a great warrior like Arjuna, he has fear of defeat. Right? Everybody has some fear. Great teacher might have fear of failure to remember, failure to know, right? All human beings have fear of death. Simply put, what if the body goes? Although it is assured, still there's fear. So his great fear was, now interestingly you're seeing, in the beginning, he said, I'll run away. I don't care. What is the point of doing all this? It's all useless. Kula dharmas are will get whatever. Why should we fight? And all that. It was a psychological trick. His mind was playing tricks with him. Right? The great Arjuna conquered such a great warrior, receiver of divine celestial weapons. So, however high we go, we have to retain that humility, right? it's difficult for us to conceive the greatness of Arjuna as a warrior. Impossible to conceive. Someone so brave, someone so skilled, to the point where he could get celestial weapons. He has fought in so many wars. Is it even possible that he should conceive of defeat? But no. Yes, that fear was there in the beginning. And it then confused him. And then he said, well, let's not fight. This whole thing is kind of pointless. There was a different mental shade of dejection coming in. And then when Bhagavan actually slowly spoke to him, the dejection went away, the arguments went away, and then the real truth came out, that he was afraid of defeat. But then when he saw that on his side, who is on his side? The Lord himself. Then how can there be defeat? No chance of defeat. How can the Lord of the universe be defeated? So then what happened? His faith will be reinstated, correct? And this is what happens to all of us. Even if our battles are not as great as Arjuna's on the Kurukshetra, right? Whenever we get overwhelmed, the Bhagavad Gita is like a psychological tonic. It removes the fears. Even just chanting it, it will stabilize the breathing, and you'll be prepared for any battle. Right? Why? Because the Lord is on your side. Right? Again and again, the Lord says, the one who worships me is never destroyed. Right? The one who takes my name is never without refuge, never without support. So, because of that power of his assurance, his word, and the faith in that word, one is then able to overcome any battle. There is no battle that cannot be overcome with faith in the Lord. Right? So then, next, what happens then? 26.
अमी च त्वां धृतराष्ट्रस्य पुत्रः सर्वे सह एव अवनिपालसङ्घैः भीष्मो द्रोणः सूतपुत्रः तथासौ सह अस्मदीयैः अपि योधमुख्यैः
Ami cha tvam. And all those who Ami Dhritarashtrasya putraha. Ami Dhritarashtrasya putraha cha tvam. All these children of Dhritarashtra also. Sarve saha eva, along with the Avanipala Sanghaihi, the hosts of earth's rulers. Saeva Sahitaha Avanipala Sanghaihi. Avanim Prithvim Palayanti. So they are, because they take care of the earth, they are supposed to be Avanipala Sanghas. Avanipalaha Tesham Sanghaihi. Bhishma himself, Dronaha, Sutaputraha, son of the charioteer. Who is that?
Karna.
Who is always insulted as Sutaputra. Karna himself. Tatha Asau. Saha Asmadiyaihi api Yoda Mukhyahi. And also the leading warriors on our side. They're all rushing into your mouth. Right? So all the children of Dhritarashtra, along with the hosts of earth's rulers, Bhishma, Drona, and the chariot and Karna, as also the leading warriors on our side, rush into your mouths. Kimcha. So here he says, as well as the leading warriors on our side, Dhrishtadyumna Prabritivihi, Yoda Mukhyaihi, Yodhanam Pradhanaihi Saha, along with them. They are all rushing into the Lord's mouth in the form of time, the fire. So we just had Bhishma Ashtami pass. Today is Madhava Navami. In few days it will be Bhishma Ekadashi. Right? So very special time to be also remembering the great warrior and Pitamaha. Okay, 27 please.
वक्त्राणि ते त्वरमाणा विसन्ति दंष्ट्राकरालानि भयानकानि केचिद्विलग्ना दशनान्तरेषु सन्दृश्यन्ते चूर्णितैरुत्तमाङ्गैः
Vaktrani te tvaramana vishanti damshtra karalani bhayanakani kechid vilagna dashanantareshu sandrishyante churnitaihi uttamangaihi. Rush into your awesome mouths, terrifying due to their tusks. Bhayanakani, what are they? The damshtra karalani. Sticking between the teeth are observed some with their heads crushed. Kechid vilagna. So, Vaktrani iti. Vaktrani mukhani. Te tava tvaramanaha. Tvarayuktaha santaha vishanti. Awesome due to the terrifying tusks in them. Kim vishishtani mukhani. What is so special? Damshtra karalani, bhayanakani, bhayankarani. They are causing great fear, these terrifying tusks. Kimcha kechit mukhani pravishtanam madhye vilagnaha. And also some of those who have entered are found sticking between the teeth like remnants of eaten flesh with their heads crushed to powder. Churnikritaihi uttamangaihi shirobhihi. Katham pravishanti mukhani iti. Like what do they enter the mouths? Aha, the answer. Please, next.
Sorry. यथा नदीनां बहवम्बुवेगा समुद्रमेवाभिमुखा द्रवन्ति तथा तवामि नरलोकवीरा विसन्ति वक्त्राण्य विविज्वलन्ति.
Yatha nadinam, just as the multitudinous streams of rivers, bahavaha, ambuvegaha, with the speed of, with water, right? Streams of rivers. Samudram, into the sea. Eva, abhimukha dravanti, just as they drain into the, rush towards the sea alone. Tatha, twami, tatha tu ami, in that same way, verily, these Naraloka Viraha, they are the heroes among men. Naralokam is our world of men. Among that, the great warriors. Naraloka Viraha. Vishanti, they enter. Vaktrani, your mouths. Abhivijvalanti, they are blazing mouths. Yatha iti, yatha nadinam sravantinam, beautiful word, sravat, the flowing nadi. Bhagavaha, aneke, ambunam vegaha, due to the force of the waters, torrents, as the many torrents of rivers rushing exclusively towards the sea enter into it. Ambu vegaha, tvara visheshaha, samudrameva abhimukha, because waters only go into the sea. Where else do they go? They don't want to go anywhere else. Right? They rush directly towards the sea. See, there's a beautiful natural law. Right? Law of the natural world is water will flow down the hill and go into the sea. Similarly, scores and scores of, like Nachiketas asked Yama, he said, like sasya, like corn, men fall. What a remarkable analogy for a young boy to make. He said, like corn, men are coming under the scythe and getting chopped down. Generation after generation. Same way, just as the rivers are going, these, I told you, 108 billion humans, according to our reckoning, have passed already, right? So they're all rushing into these blazing mouths. And so, te kimartham pravishanti, why do they go like this? Katham cha iti, and how do they enter? Aha, aha. So then now it is said. Why and how do they enter? Next verse.
यथा प्रदीप्तं ज्वलनं प्रतङ्गा विशन्ति नाशाय समृद्ध वेगाः तथैव नाशाय विशन्ति लोकास् तदापि वक्राणि समृद्ध वेगाः
Yatha pradiptam jvalanam patanga vishanti. Just as moths enter into the flame. Nashaya. What for? For their destruction. Samriddha vegaha. With accelerated speed. Tatha eva. In the same way. Nashaya vishanti. In order for destruction, they enter. Lokaha. Tava api. The words of yours. Vaktrani samudra vegaha. And your mouths with accelerated speed. Just as moths, yatha pradiptam jalanam patanga, with accelerated speed, pakshinaha vishanti nashaya vinashaya samruddha vegaha samruddha udbhutah vegaha iti gatihi yesham te samruddha vegaha tatha eva nashaya vishanti lokaha praninaha. They enter people. Vishanti loka tava api vaktrani samudravya. Your mouths, which are these various words, right? So, why is this accelerated speed? No choice. Every human being is given prana, and due to lack of control, we breathe and shorten our lives. There's no choice. At any rate, every human being is blessed only with certain number of breaths. So, as long as the pump goes into the bag and comes out, it continues. Bag walks around, talks, etc. Moths have a little less span of breaths given to them, and their wings tend to beat a little faster. They have to, poor things. That is their destiny. Right? Their life of the mayfly is supposed to be very short, right? So, moths, mayflies, they have shorter lives. But in comparison, they have shorter lives. Similarly, from the perspective of Brahma, we are moths, right? Animatedly run around for a twinkling of his eye and then done, right? So there is no choice. The very birth means, what does the birth mean? It means the pranas enter, right? When we do the Simantonayanam, we draw the pranas symbolically. We don't draw, they're already drawn, we are merely acknowledging that they are drawn. Lord enters, as in the Aitravya Upanishad, into the body. Why? Because he says, Sukrutam, this body is well made. I will enter into it. Right? Compared to the other bodies, this one is well made. So he enters into it. Right? Why? Because he was alone and he decided to have many. That's all. Ekoham bahusyam. Let there be many. So entered into it. And then after that, the mind takes over. What is this mind doing? It is just trying to play out the karmas that it could not get in the last life. Maybe last life it didn't have proper education, so I must get educated this time. Okay. All the other things, right? Spouse, children, they are all fulfilled according to the dharma of the Lord, as ordained by him. And then after the puppet show is over, then old age, retire, right? Both in the literal and then the figurative retirement. So the ability to see the Lord's play in that, right? Leela, just Krishna Leela, right? If one can see that with a smile, then that is nice, right? Then the play becomes enjoyable, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, so with that in mind, if that is constantly, reminded, then that is fun. But sometimes we forgot and we emerge into the worldly things, and then the cycle, and suddenly maybe, yeah, when we meditate or do sandhya bandhanam or rituals, and suddenly remember, oh, that is not the whole point here. Then that cycle continues again and again.
It's true. Very true. Very true. Very accurate. Now, Tvam Punaha, and you. So, this is what the beings are doing. What of the Lord? 30, please.
लेलिह्यसे ग्रसमान समन्ता लोकान् समग्रान् वदनेर्ज्वलद्भिः तेजोभिरापूर्य जगत्समग्रं भासास्तवोग्र प्रतपन्ति विष्णु.
Very nice. Beautifully read. Chetas, right?
Yes.
Impressive.
Thank you.
Lelihyase. This is very beautiful. It is second person singular. You are licking, repeatedly licking. The reduplication, it's aorist form. Likhya becomes lelikhya. It's a very beautiful grammatical formation. Lelihyase. Grasamanaha. Samantat lokan. Repeatedly lick, swallowing on all sides with blazing mouth. Samagran. Vadanaihi jvaladbihi. With blazing mouths, entire worlds of living beings. Tejobhirapurya jagat samagram. Bhasas tava ugraha. They are, O Vishnu, you are filling the entire universe with luminous energy. Your dreadful radiations are scorching. Pratapanti. Lelihyase iti. Lelihyase. Asvadayasi. Grasamanaha. You repeatedly lick, enjoy, swallowing. Grasamanaha. Antah praveshayan. Gobbling up. Samantat. Samantataha lokan. On all sides. All living beings. Samagran. Samastan. Vadanaihi vaktraihi. All living beings with mouths. Blazing. Jvaladbihi vaktraihi. Deepyamanaihi. Glowing. Tejobhi and Apurya Samvyapya, and filling, pervading the entire world. Saha Agrena Samastam iti etat. The entire world with luminous energy. Kimcha Bhasaha Deeptayaha Tava Ugraha Kruraha Pratapanti, and your dreadful radiations of flame scorch. Samtapam Kurvanti. Hey Vishnu, Vyapa Nishila, O you all pervading spirit. So you remember the story of Holika. What happens to Holika? There is a particular incident there, right? And involving Prahalad, isn't it true? Anyone remember the story? Hiranyakashipu wants to put Prahalad to death, right?
Yes. Yes.
And he asks Holika to do it for him.
Yeah.
And what
Holika
is
to
the
sit
gift?
in the fire, take Prahlad and sit in the fire so that
Right.
he burns away.
So what is her special thing?
She's immune from fire. She doesn't burn.
Right. So she, you see, through intense yoga, even asuras can gain powers such as immunity to fire, Agni, right? But this Bhagavan's luminous energy is beyond even that of the Devas. Right? So in that one, what happens in the end? Prahlad doesn't get hurt, right? But she burns.
Right.
What is the import there? That even the conquest of the senses, if one is able to gain the grace of Agni Devata, beyond that is this luminous energy that is being spoken of, right? So your dreadful radiation scorch, definitely they are going to scorch the ones who are not able to tolerate his presence, right? But they will not scorch the minds of those who are inclined towards, right? How does Prahlad survive? But Holika didn't. Big difference. What is the difference? Simple difference. He had bhakti, she didn't. That's simple. Any amount of luminous energy can be tolerated if you have bhakti. Right? So, yata evam ugra svabhavaha ataha. Being so menacing in your attitude, please. So you see all this fear, lack of faith creates the problem, right? Complete surrender, complete faith, the person emerges unscathed. That's the import. So now again Arjuna is saying, yata evam ugra svabhavaha ataha. Being so menacing in your attitude, please. Next one, please.
आख्याहि मे को भवान् उग्ररूपो नमोऽस्तु ते देववर प्रसीद विज्ञातुमिच्छामि भवन्तमाद्यं न हि प्रजानामि तव प्रवृत्तिम्.
Akhyahi, please tell me who you are. Ko Bhavan, with this Ugra Rupa, this most scary, awesome form, dreadful form. Awesome is very interesting. Indeed, that is the experience of the direct experience of the Lord, is that Brahman is awesome, awe-inspiring. Namostu te Devavara Prasida. Salutations to you, O Chief of the Gods. Please be gracious. Prasida. Vigyatum ichchami. I wish to know you. Bhavantam. Adyam. You are the primordial being. Nahi prajanami. I do not understand. Tava pravrittim. Your nature of your activity. So then next one, please.
श्री भगवान् उवाच कालोऽस्मि लोकक्षये कृत् प्रवृद्धो लोकान् समाहर्तुम् इह प्रवृत्तः ऋतेऽपि त्वां न भविष्यन्ति सर्वे ये अवस्थिता प्रत्यनीकेषु योधाः.
So this is a beautiful place to break today's discussion. Let us read this last verse. Kalo asmi, dominant time I am I. Loka kshaya krit. Loka kshaya krit. The destroyer of the world. Pravruddhaha. Lokan samahartumiha pravruttaha. I am active. Here I am active, gathering the worlds into me, unto me. Rite apitva na bhavishyanti sarve ye avasthitaha pratyanikeshu yodhaha. Even without you, these warriors marshaled in these opposing forces will cease to be. Kalah iti, kalah asmi, loka kshayakrit, lokanam kshayam karoti iti loka kshayakrit. Cause of the decay of the worlds, the dissolution of the worlds. Pravruddhaha, vriddhi gataha, pravriddhim gataha. Yad artham pravruddhaha tat shruno. What is the meaning of this pravruddhaha? Listen to this. Lokan samahartum samhartum iha asmin loke pravrittha. Rite api vina api tvam na bhavishyanti. Bhishma द्रोणकर्णप्रभृतयः सर्वे येभ्यः तव आशंका ये अवस्थिताः प्रत्यनीकेषु अनीकमनीकं प्रत्यनीकेषु प्रतिपक्षभूतेषु अनीकेषु योद्धारः यस्मात् एवं. As dominant time, I am wreaking the dissolution of the worlds. Here, why I am active in destroying the worlds now. Even without you, all these warriors will cease to be. Bhishma, Drona, Karna, etc., who rouse your fear and are marshaled in these opposing ranks. Right? So, another way is, Bhagavan says that it is all the things that we think we do, prakritehe kriyamanani. They are already being done by Prakriti. Right? Gunaihi karmani sarvashaha. So what he is saying is, why do you have all these fears? Even without you, this will happen. And when we acknowledge the absolute superfluity of our own existence, think for an instant, right now we think the world revolves on us. We have Atlas complex. You remember what is Atlas complex? Who is Atlas?
The one who shoulders the world on his.
Right? Holding up the world. And if he drops it, then there's a problem, right? So what Bhagavan is saying is, for an instant think, even if you're not there. Actually, world goes around. I mean, we notice this with other people also, right? For a while, they seem to be very active. And then after they depart, so to speak, where are they to go anyway? After we think they depart, well, life continues, right? So why should it be dramatically different for us? World is not waiting on us. Somebody can easily do what we're doing, right? Perhaps even better. Who knows? So that acknowledging that very joyfully, as Bhagavan Ramana has a very nice thing. He says, you're going on a train. Why do you carry the luggage on your head? Train is going anyway. Put it on the luggage rack and sit, right? So, but of course, we get involved. And that's the nature of the Lord's play, that we will get involved. So, but anyway, he's clarifying to Arjuna that even without you, all these things that you think will happen. Their destruction is assured anyway, right? It is going to happen. It is the dharma. The dharma of the body is to fall. So, but there is a important corollary. That doesn't mean don't do anything or whatnot. And that Bhagavan will reveal in the next, when we discuss next. So, but essentially, he's pointing out that in his awesome presence, the rest of everyone's, even that of the Sadhyas and the gods and the Maruts and the Rudrajas and the Vasus and the Adityas and the Ashwins, they're all secondary. What to speak then of human beings? Right? So, any questions? Not too scary, I hope. You have to enjoy it. It's pretty jolly, actually. So that is Bhagavan's way of teaching Arjuna how he must do what he has to do. Any other comments?
So yeah, I wonder. So Arjun had to see that form, for his fear to go,
Right.
for the sadhaka like us, right? For that, we definitely need constant practice and austerity to the point possible, right? And remind, every day. So I wish we have I wish the feeling every day to day will be after exactly like the satsang we have after the satsang.
Yeah. Most certainly, it will persist because the very thing which you practice again and again will become your second nature. Yadhyayati tad bhavati. Whatever you think about, that will become. Right? So the more we apply our mind in that direction, it is bound to work its magic. Any other comments or questions? Very good. In that case, we'll say Shanti Mantram. Lovely to see you all. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy the upcoming Purnima. I don't know if we meet again before that or right around that time, but very delightful time for meditation and in general. Om Tacham Yoravrinemahe Gatum Yajnayam Gatum Yajnapataye Daivihi Swastirastunaham Swastirmanushebhyaham Urdhvam Jigatu Bheshajam Shanno Astu Dvipade Sham Chatushpade Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in a very delightful discussion again of the Bhagavad Gita. See you in a week. Enjoy your time.